This week, I was inspired to talk about the idea of resistance and wanting to streamline and really put yourself in a position to where life is moving quickly. Like things don't feel stagnant. Life is just flowing. Things are just going, right? So there is a direct correlation with what makes life move forward once you're already doing all of the other practices that I've been talking about, right? Once you've already been kind of like getting the idea of the path that your life is going to be taken, all right? Because again, taking into consideration that usually what you think your life is going to be going towards is what it ends up going towards, right? So I don't have to talk about the rest, right? You can watch the other videos to pick up on all that, okay? But you want to streamline this journey, right? You have your vision, you know your path, you know where you're going to end up. Now you want things to start moving quickly, right? Because you can easily find yourself in weeks, months of just stagnation, like where you feel like life hasn't been advancing. And personally, I've been through that same experience, but what I realized is that the advances that I was making, the level ups that I was having were internal, right? And specifically with the amount of awareness that I had of my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, and then the actual ability to start taking control of them, okay? That is what I was advancing on, right? That is what was becoming better and better in my life for months and months on end, while the external things didn't necessarily reflect that at that moment. Right now, I'm at a point in my life where things are all of a sudden starting to really move fast, and I can see like where my path is just really taking off. But at the same time, I'm in a flow state, okay? And there is really no resistance in my journey, right? Me personally. So what I want to convey to you guys is that there are certain practices that you can implement that allow for this journey, for this path to really, like I said, flow. It doesn't have to always be something that you can specifically tell in like for example, if you're running a business and all of a sudden you're making more and more money. That's like a very obvious, you can even graph how life is essentially moving up or how things are taking off, okay? But really it boils down to perspective. So all of a sudden you start feeling like life is just taking off. What are these resistances? What are the things that stand in between you, your current point, and avoiding a reality where you've had months in stagnation, right? Where you just haven't felt like things have been moving forward, as opposed to all of a sudden this month, okay, this happened, next month, I know that this is going to move forward, that's going to move forward, right? So what are the resistances that keep you from one path or the other, right? One is stagnation, one is flow, one is things are moving quickly, right? These resistances they boil down to, they're in direct correlation with the decisions that you end up making and your discipline. So you know exactly what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. Your discipline is going to dictate whether you end up doing more of the things that you know you should be doing, or if you're going to end up doing more of the things you know you shouldn't be doing, okay? One perfect example is, and it's very simple, is alcohol and alcohol consumption. It's simple yet so powerful. If you know that you should not be drinking alcohol, why? Because, I don't know how deep I want to get into this video, but it's going to hinder you, okay? Alcohol in general, okay? There, in my opinion, right? There should be a time, if you're trying to, again, keep in mind, we're trying to make things work and move as fast as possible. Yes, you can definitely achieve success while still consuming alcohol. You can't be an alcoholic, right? You can't go to one extreme, right, of the spectrum. You can have your drinks every once in a while. I still have my drinks every once in a while. But if you want to absolutely maximize how fast life is moving and how fast things are, basically what you're trying to manifest, how much faster it can actually start to reflect. Alcohol is one of those things that if you could cut it out completely, it's going to make things more streamlined, more flow. I'm telling you that because I've learned about it, I've studied it, and from my own personal experiences. You eliminate alcohol and other resistances, right? Alcohol is such an easy one because it's so simple, but other resistances can be getting out of your routine, right? So routine is, again, in correlation with discipline. You can wake up at the same time, take your cold shower, eat your certain diet, routine, okay? That is going to optimize that flow state. Again, this is my opinion. If you resonate with it, awesome. If you don't, then cool. Maybe you don't have to apply a daily routine, right? You can wake up whenever you want, etc., etc. But for me, a daily routine is beautiful in the sense that it feels like flow, because you no longer it's Sunday to Sunday. It's not during the weekend and the weekends I take off. No. Routine is routine. You work out, you do your things every single day, right? I don't, like for example, for me, I won't go to the gym on a Sunday, but maybe I'll do some cardio, maybe I'll do some other type of workout, right? In that time that I would have gone to the gym, okay? But that's just me sticking to my routine. That is an example of something that is going to help streamline that path, streamline that journey, okay? And then when you fall off of that routine, that is where you're going to start implementing resistance. That is where things just aren't going to be flowing as easily and as streamlined as they could be. Again, keep in mind, some of these things don't necessarily, like, you don't need to eliminate alcohol. You don't need to be going to the gym. You don't need to be, taking cold showers. You don't need to have a routine. But if you implement these things, again, in direct correlation with your discipline, you need to be disciplined enough to be implementing these things. The journey, the process is going to speed up. It is going to be a lot more streamlined. Things are just going to be flowing and manifesting at a much faster rate. Another example can be distractions or things that are draining you of your energy. Okay, so keep in mind that what you have going through your mind regularly and consistently is what you're going to expand upon in your, in your life, in your reality, okay? So if you sit and watch the news and you watch a whole bunch of information, a whole bunch of stuff that just does not move your needle forward, that doesn't move you forward in life, that is draining of your time, which is the most valuable asset you have, your time and your energy, okay? Your mental energy, because you're sitting there thinking about what you're watching on the news, right? And again, it doesn't move your life forward. It doesn't move you any closer to your vision, right? So distractions, things that drain you of your energy, people around you, people that for some reason, every time you guys hung out, you did whatever, and you say goodbye, you felt a subtraction. You see, you felt like they took from you, like not physically, but like energetically, like you feel drained after hanging out with them, as opposed to uplifted, and you felt like they added to your life, like there was a positive interaction. Quite literally talking about quantitative, like it was a positive interaction in the sense that once we were done with the interaction, whether we hung out for a day, a week, a weekend, or just had a lunch, after we finished hanging out, I feel uplifted. I feel more positive. I feel like they added to me in just a general sense, okay? But there are some people that you feel literally drained. You once you're done hanging out with them, you're like, glad that was over. You need to be very aware of that feeling, because that is what's going to dictate the people that should be in your life and the people that shouldn't be in your life. And the thing is that you're going to end up finding out there's a lot of people that are the ones that drain, okay? And keep in mind that, again, you don't have to cut them out of your life, but if you want life to just flow, move fast, things really start to manifest, they've got to go, okay? And then when you meet people, when you talk to people and you're realizing that they are adding to your life, bring them in closer, talk about more and more things, you really want to resonate more and more with those people. Again, another example of resistance can be people that are draining of your energy. And for guys, another majority of people that watch my videos are guys, right? If you are at a point, I'm young, right? So I'm not looking to settle down or anything like that. I'm having fun, man. I'm doing my thing. But I don't dedicate that much time or energy to women at all. You see, I kind of let that just fall into place. Girl, she hit me up and she invited me to go to a party. We went to a party Saturday. I met a whole bunch of girls there. I gave no effort, no mental energy in that whatsoever. She hit me up. She was like, hey, let's go out at a certain time. Come pick me up and we'll go hang out with some people. Bet, you know what I'm saying? That is how I have structured my life, in a way where I can have my fun, I can have my hangouts, but I am not putting any ounce of mental energy towards that whatsoever. The only thing that it took from me was because there's always a take, right? Was the time, right, that night, like, sure, I could have been, doing something else more productive, but you still got to have your fun, right? You still got to live life. You can't just, lock yourself in a room for months, right? But so we went out, we had fun or whatever. And then the next day, because I got home at like 2, 3 in the morning. So then the next day, obviously, you wake up a little tired and whatnot. So there is positive and negative. So yeah, I had a great experience, but at the same time, maybe like Saturday morning, because Sunday morning, maybe Sunday morning, I'm looking to I don't know, bust some workout or whatever. I need to do calls or I need to have meetings, I didn't have anything for that Sunday morning, so I knew I could wake up late, have breakfast late and all that stuff. But my point is the following, okay? Guys out there, if you are at a position in your life where you're not looking to like settle down, you're not looking to get married or whatever, to like, some huge commitment or something. I don't ever preach getting married. That's a whole nother topic. But, I don't like to mix the government with my relationships. That's just my opinion. But you want to find out the things that are going to be moving you towards your goals. So if you find yourself consistently texting girls and calling them and hitting them up and always trying to hang out with girls, and it's like a thing that you're dedicating a lot of mental thought. Like, I've caught myself sitting there trying to think of like the best way to send a text back, and I'm like, dude, it's been 5-10 minutes. I'm sitting here trying to think of the best way. It's like, it's not even worth the mental energy because it doesn't even matter. Like, it's just one chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, really be aware of where your mental energy and quite literally where your energy is going towards, and you need to take account if that energy is going towards something that is moving you forward or if it isn't. Okay? And for the things that are leisure and just for fun and just extra, keep that to a minimum. Okay? Structure life in a way where you don't have to be feeding that much energy into those verticals, into those aspects of your life, and really fully focus your energy towards what is going to be moving you forward. So instead of hitting girls up, every single weekend, dedicate a couple of weekends to extra work on your side hustle, on your investments, on learning more, personal development, etc., whatever the hell is going to move you forward. And then when you have that free time, right? Like I said, my Saturday night, okay, cool. I don't like, if I have a couple, if I have like next Saturday night, let's say I don't have plans, awesome. I'm not going to like go out of my way to make plans, because usually plans come my way. People hit me up, oh, let's do this, oh, let's do that. I went out Saturday night and I went out last night. Last night was Sunday night. You see, and I had a girl hit me up to hang out Saturday night, and another girl hit me up to hang out last night to go out for dinner. But I'm not the one reaching out. I'm not the one thinking. I'm not the one contemplating. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? They just hit me up. I've structured my life that way, okay? And it really boiled down to everything that I talk about, the power of the mind. So guys, hopefully you guys were able to take value from this video today. Please drop a like on the video, comment down below, subscribe with your post notifications, turn it on. If you guys want one-on-one mentorship with me, you can sign up through the Patreon link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.